Welcome, superhero aficionados. This is Realm Moyer. You may have guessed it. You may have been looking forward to it, but we are going to be talking about this latest CIA atrocity. Okay, not really the CIA atrocity. I mean, it is an atrocity. It does come from the CIA. I wouldn't say it's the latest CIA atrocity because I don't really talk about them. They're too long. No, but anyhow, no, we have this recruitment video. I'm sure you guys may have heard about already. It came out, I guess, last Wednesday. I'm just now hearing about it. Go figure. But it is maybe it came out today. You know, who cares? I don't give a darn. This is fun. This is absolutely hilarious to listen to. Thankfully, I found some form of a transcript of it, so I could actually sit down and look up what half these words mean. So bear with me on this. We can get this thing working, right? Yeah, there we go.
When I was 17, I quoted Zora Neale Hurston's How It Feels to Be Colored Me in my college application essay. The line that spoke to me stated simply,
I don't have my space working right here. Okay, so first off, she's quoting Zora Neale Hurston. I had to look that up. Who the heck is Zora Neale Hurston? What does this mean? Apparently she was some black author from the 1900s. Wrote like 4 books. Whatever. Cool. College application essay. What were you applying in college that required an essay? Because from the people I talked to, most people didn't need one. They're just like, no, I just said hi, and then they took you. Heck, I know someone who basically had a door knocked down as soon as they said, yeah, I want to join your college. I'm just kind of looking in and see what you got. Please, let me take your money. Whatever. Moving on.
I am not tragically colored. There is no sorrow.
The fat is tragically colored. I want to know what the heck that even means. What is tragically colored? I mean, I've heard of color me impressed, but that's about as far as I got. And even I can't find that in the crayon box.
In my soul, nor lurking behind my eyes. I do not mind at all.
Sorry, cut it off wrong.
At 17, I had no idea what life would bring, but Zora...
Does anybody at the age of 17 know what life would bring? Like anybody? Ever in the history of ever? Yoy.
Sentiment articulated so beautifully how I felt as a daughter of immigrants then and now. Nothing about me was or is tragic. I am perfectly made.
Okay, so far it's not that bad. I mean, it's kind of dumb, but okay, daughter of immigrants. Let's tackle that real quick. Daughter of immigrants. Yay, you're a daughter of immigrants. Name one person in this country who isn't. Name one. One. Oh, you mean the Native Americans? We call them American Indians on this here program. But they came here too. I mean, it was long before anybody else did. Sure, I'll buy that, but they still immigrated here in one means or fashion or other. And I'd like to offer the opinion that I'm pretty sure none of them is pure blood anymore anyhow. So I'm sure they still have some immigrant blood somewhere in there. But anyhow, moving on. Was it? And like I said, I got the transcript up here to make sure I don't. Oh, I am perfectly made. Fearfully and wonderfully made is the correct term. Okay, perfectly made, I doubt it, because if you're perfectly made, you can like walk through walls, or you know, never get hurt. And if you listen to the rest of what she says here in a minute, like 30 seconds, you're gonna find out there's a lot of things that are apparently wrong with her. So obviously not perfectly made. But anyhow, you'll hear it here in a minute.
I can wax eloquent on complex legal issues in English while also belting Guayaquil de mis amores in Spanish.
Okay, that one wasn't in my transcript. I didn't think it had everything. If I have any Spanish speakers in my audience, please translate what the grief that even means about what she's belting. I don't know what that means. I can't even write that down. You know, I can't. Muerte isn't muerte death? I don't know, do I really want to hear that, or did she say something else? Whatever. Like I said, I have no idea what the heck that even means. Alright, so I went and looked it up, or tried looking it up. I can't spell it, so I really have no idea what the heck she's saying. Even when I tried doing the whole Google, hey, let me talk to you, it still couldn't translate what the heck I was saying, so I have no idea what she's belting in Spanish. I wish she'd said that in English so I can go look it up. I've checked, it's amores, not muerte. Amores, I think, is love, but the rest of it, I got nothing, so.
I can change a diaper with one hand and console a crying toddler with the other.
Okay, I would like to remind everyone this is a CIA recruitment video. Now, while I would say it's impressive to change a diaper one-handed, I have changed many diapers. Can't say I ever tried it one-handed. Could see how it would be possible. Consoling a child with the other really isn't that difficult of a thing, to be perfectly honest. You don't even need a hand to console. You're alright. You'll live. Alright, but toddler, right? Console a toddler with the other. But again, this is a CIA recruitment video. So why are you changing diapers and consoling toddlers for your job? Oh, we have to say that she's a mom. Why? It's a CIA recruitment video. Last I checked. So why do we have to point out that she's a mom? What the heck's that got to do with anything? Oh, because, family is so important to the CIA. When it comes to torture? I mean, when? I mean, seriously, what? This is ridiculous. I want to know how these life skills of changing diapers and consoling toddlers is helping her become a better person over at the CIA. That's what I want to know. I have some theories. Don't think I can legally state them because, yeah, somebody's going to be very, very upset with what I'm going to imply the CIA is probably doing with that kind of training. But anyhow.
I'm a woman of color.
Woman of color. You know how much I hate that term? Woman of color. Or man of color. Person of color. Whatever. Dear gosh, aren't we all at this point? Look at this. Look, I got color in here somewhere. I mean, right now it's kind of a little bit pale because I ain't seen sun in 50 years. But, Jiminy Christmas.
Mom, I am a cisgender millennial who's been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder.
Alright, see, here we go. We gotta go do the little Google foo here. Cisgender, aka normal human being. As in, we have the non-cisgenders, which are the, well, I might be part guy and part girl, part guy and part moose, whatever. Cisgender would be the rest of us regular human beings that say I'm either a dude or a chick, male or female, what have you. So to say, oh, I'm a cisgender. Well, whoop-dee for you. Welcome to the normal crowd. We also have, the heck was this other nonsense here? I gotta pull up my transcript here, sort of transcript. Cisgender millennial, okay. She's right on the edge of millennial there, just throwing it out there. It says later she's something about like 36. So I don't know if she still falls under millennial or not. I never follow those stupid age ranges. Let's see here. Apologies. Let's see here, but, diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. Now, as soon as I hear that somebody is diagnosed with some kind of disorder, I'm immediately going to say, why are you in a government job? Especially a job with the CIA, whose, primary purpose in life is to spy on people. That's their intelligence gathering, covert and overt. Which, for those of you who don't know what that is, covert means, kind of all secret-y, and overt means I'm letting you know I'm doing it, pulling it out of, newspapers and whatever. Anyhow, I'm sure they do other things than that, but that's what everybody thinks of the CIA, right? A bunch of spies. And, but anyhow, so you have a disorder in the CIA. That makes me a little concerned about who we're letting into the CIA. Well, then I go and look up what generalized anxiety disorder is. Generalized anxiety disorder. If you have a disorder that's too hard to say, probably should just find an easier name. Looking up is just generally nervous all the time. I have a better term for this disorder. Instead of generalized anxiety, let's call it scaredy cat syndrome. She's a chicken in it. I just get anxious at all times of the day. I don't want you working for me. You might freaking blow a gasket over nothing. The toilet seat was out or something. I don't know. Good grief.
I am intersectional, but my existence is not a box-checking exercise.
Okay, I am intersectional. Again, looking up research, this one actually took me a minute to go find it. It wasn't something you just easily Google, because if you typed in intersectional, it kept talking about traffic. Intersections, streets. So even Google isn't quite up to par on this one, which surprises the heck out of me. Actually, I was using Bing because I happen to be using Edge at the moment. But regardless, when I did look at Google, it still had problems finding what the heck I was talking about. I said, okay, wokeness definition. That one pinged. It still doesn't mean jack. The best definition I could get is, well, you're being discriminated not because of one thing or another, but like all of them at the same time. So instead of being just attacked because of your race, or just attacked of your gender, or just attacked because of your class, that one threw me for a spin because I'm like, who's being attacked for their class besides like the rich? But anyhow, with our intersectionalism, it's like it's all three of them. So she's trying to check the boxes that she just said she doesn't check, and she's already checking it. She got the millennial thing in there. We got this weird disorder thing in there. Woman of color, intersectional, cisgender. She's checking all kinds of boxes to show her wokeness. This is so dumb.
I am a walking declaration, a woman whose inflection does not rise at the end of her sentences, suggesting that a question has been asked.
Okay, do you know who she's referencing there? I am going to bet you she is talking about that Blasey Ford whack job. Making all that weird noise during the Kavanaugh hearings, made it, I'm so non-threatening. Freaking suck lemons, twit. So she's trying to say I'm not that one. I'm not that kind of female. I'm a powerful female, strong feminine character. Dadgummit, now they've invaded the CIA, not just Disney.
Not sneak into CIA.
Did not sneak into the CIA. If you did, that's probably why they hired you. It's really impressive to sneak into the CIA, but anyhow.
Employment was not and is not the result of a fluke or slip through the cracks.
Okay, wow, I actually paused this on because I heard this audio, I didn't see this video, but this is perfect diversity and inclusion. I was not done on accident. Did not slip through the cracks. Blah, 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 blah. Are you trying to say that you're normal? Is that what you're trying to say right now? It is normal to be you. I'm not this one-off, It's just a mistake that happened. What? If you were a mistake, they'd have fired you. They wouldn't be letting you make this video. We kind of figured that already.
I earned my way in, and I earned my way up the ranks of this organization.
I hope so. Oh, you're trying to say that the CIA isn't doing the, what is that stupid program called that's been around for freaking 20 years, 30 years, 50 years? Oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue. It's driving me nuts now. The program, I'm going to do the Joe Biden, the thing, right? But the program with the, just had it. Something. Dang, that's going to bug me now. I'm going to just spout it out here in the middle of this video. But that whole stupid program of making sure we get in with the whole check the box individual, okay, but have affirmative action. See, I knew it was going to happen. She's talking about affirmative action right here. I'm assuming. Well, I didn't get promoted because of my affirmative actionness. Yeah, if you had to say that, I'm pretty sure it happened.
Educated, qualified, and competent. And sometimes
Educated, qualified, competent. Again, if somebody's hiring you, I would hope so. The fact you have to state this disturbs me.
struggle. I struggle feeling like I could do more, be more to my two sons. And I struggle leaving the office when I feel there's so much more to do.
I struggle. Feel my struggle. First starting off with her kids, and then talking about actual work. Except it's leaving the office. So she's not a spy, apparently. She's the fat the CIA does when they're not being spies. I have no idea. But anyhow, she's like, oh, I struggle. I struggle just like any other human being. My gosh. How far are we into this thing? Like a minute 33 into a 2-minute 18-second video. My gosh, and we're already at 14 minutes into my own thing.
I used to struggle with imposter syndrome.
Imposter syndrome while you're wearing a mask. Ooh, in front of a sign that says Native American Heritage Month. No. Yeah, it says month. That's like just bad angle, I guess. But So she talked about being an imposter while wearing a mask. I'm throwing it out there. She's wearing a mask. Dirty Rotten Spy, anyone? No? Okay. But I had to look this one up too. What the fat is imposter syndrome? No kidding. This is silly. This is ridiculous. The feeling that one day you're going to be called out for faking it. That you really aren't as smart as you think you are. Okay, I'm sure that most people have felt this for like 5 minutes at some point in their lives. That they're like, I'm not really up to snuff. You know what we call that here at Realm Warrior Studios? We call that, like, humility. Making sure your ego don't get out of whack. It's fine. Nobody cares. Why do you gotta call it some freaking weird disorder? Imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome. I thought that's playing too much of that Among Us game or something.
But at 36, I refuse to internalize misguided patriarchal ideas of what a woman can or should be.
And now my camera's over her eyes, but who wants to see the top of her face? We can't see the bottom of her face either, so might as well just cover the whole thing. But, we have, hold on, where is it in here? Misguided patriarchal idea of what a woman can or should be. I'm not doing the woman thing while being a mother. Does anybody else's head spin right now? I mean, I feel like we're inside of like a cartoon film with the head spinning currently. I mean, I'm expecting explosions to occur at some point from what the fat is going on around here syndrome. Because apparently we know everything's a freaking disease.
I am tired of feeling like I'm supposed to apologize for the space I occupy rather.
Apologize for the space I occupy. Let me translate that into American for you. You're wasting space. You're wasting oxygen. You're a waste of oxygen or whatever. She basically says she feels like a dirtbag, or people have called her a dirtbag, which, normally I'd say is rude, but in this case, I'm thinking it from listening to this video. What the heck is this symbol on her shirt? I mean, I know what this is, and that we'll talk about that here in a minute too. But what is this? Is that a female with a fist? Wait a minute, I saw somebody saying something about this. I got two screens, all right? If you guys are wondering why my head's bobbing the right way it is, I got one screen with showing me that what's recording and how to record and all that. The other screen with the actual video, so you don't have to see the rest of my stuff. But isn't this like empowerment, like white power? Isn't that what that means? White power! Yay! If you put your fist up in the air, that means like white power. Except I guess it's inside the pink feminism symbol, so it's like what, feminine power? Guess that's not communism at all.
Intoxicate people with my effort, my brilliance.
Intoxicate people with my effort and her brilliance. Last I checked, intoxication is a bad thing. The alcohol intoxication, bad. Drug intoxication, bad. There's only two things I can think of that you would get intoxicated with. But, I don't do drugs or alcohol, so I'm sure there's probably more things out there I'm not thinking of. But, first off, intoxication is bad. Like I said, I don't know any good terms that intoxication has ever been associated with. Rather than intoxicate people with my effort and my... She's saying that she is brilliant. So she goes from, I think that I'm a fraud, to I'm brilliant. So basically you just shut off your humility switch. That's what I'm hearing. I mean, I know that I'm a superior genius, but I don't go flaunting it to people.
Proud of me. Full stop.
Are we doing Morse code right now? I hate when people say this term, full stop. Do you even know where that term comes from? I mean, really, do you? Because I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, it generated originally with Morse code. Could be something else. Could be wrong here. But there's really no reason to say full stop.
My parents left everything they knew and loved to expose me to opportunities they never had.
Good. I mean, at least we had some America in here in the CIA ad. The people left trash countries to come to America, be Americans, and have opportunities. So, I think you probably should have focused a little bit more on that than the rest of this gobbledygook. But even that makes no sense for a CIA recruitment video. I'm pretty sure it's a requirement you have to be a citizen of the United States to join the CIA. Granted, I haven't tried joining the CIA in, I don't know, ever. I haven't really looked at their requirements, but I'm pretty sure that's a requirement. If it isn't a requirement, we got troubles.
Because of them, I stand here today a proud first-generation Latina and officer at CIA.
I thought you said you immigrated here, so how are you a Latina? Which, by the way, we're hearing Latina. Latina! I was Latino. What's that? Apparently Latino is guy and Latina is girl. So we have to make sure we reinforce the statement she is a girl. Girl, 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 girl.
I am unapologetically me. I want.
Okay, I'm also unapologetically me, but anytime I try to be unapologetically me, I get canceled. Okay, they try to cancel me, but you can't cancel this. Too much awesome right here.
Want you to be unapologetically you, whoever you are.
I just said that. What happens when we become unapologetically us? Did anybody look at Gina Carano's lately? She was unapologetically her and she got canceled. Shut that up. I think she's even Latina. Whatever the fat.
Know your worth. Command your space.
Probably shouldn't have paused this here, but does anybody else see what's wrong with this picture? Besides this. I'm pretty sure somebody could say something rather crude at this moment. We're not going to. Moving on. Watch spam. I don't want. Oh, what? Didn't finish? Well, that's unfortunate. She's supposed to say, command your space, Mija, you're worth it. Maybe we missed it, and whatever, flubbed that one. But, so that one is another thing I hate. Command your space. I've never heard of that, but I kind of do already. I own where I am, and yeah, people get mad at me for it. I don't care. Not flaunting that in front of a recruitment video for the CIA. More importantly, Mija, you are worth it. Now, that is one word I haven't looked up. I've heard this term a lot. If I have to research whatever the heck it is you're saying, I probably don't want anything to do with it. Ah, here we go. Mija is passes. Passes? In Polish. Oh, here we go. According to dictionary.com, Mija is a friendly, informal way for Spanish speakers and writers to refer to female friends or romantic partners. So this is supposed to go just for the girls. That's it. No dudes allowed over at the CIA. And they can't be proud of who they are. Now I'm catching up here. Alright? For the whole, what was this nonsense? Be proud of who you are, and you're the best, and blah, blah, blah. Only if you're a chick, apparently. Or her romantic partner. Which, she said she was cisgender, but she didn't say she wasn't lesbian, so I don't know. I know I ain't a romantic partner. But, apparently it's only for girls. Mija is only for girls. As I've said many times before, after listening to these things, now I need to go shoot something. I'm telling you, there are small areas, locations, planets that have become completely devastated as far as what happens after these videos because I'm out there shooting things. I mean, there's like small chunks of ground that just exploded because I gotta go obliterate something, small forest or whatever, which I'm sure is making, somebody, some, Earth first, echo wacko nonsense. They get all upset and mad. But anyhow, I don't care. It's on this planet. But this is dumb. And again, remember, this is supposed to be a CIA recruitment video. At least that's what everybody keeps telling me. Now, according to whatever Twitter BS I found over here, it's something woke Wednesdays. Okay, I know it's not supposed to be woke, but what the heck? What do they call this thing? Yeah, I don't know where the heck this is. But anyhow, something Wednesdays. I'm gonna call it woke Wednesdays because it smells about right. But anyhow, so there you go. You have it. You've now seen this. This is dumb.